My name is Mary Copeland, and welcome to The Road Ahead. Through a series of guests, we're going to help you navigate your own road ahead as you age. We will help you and your aging parents prepare for your journey. Let's face it, no one wants to find themselves in a crisis mode simply because they did not have access to information well in advance. As the publisher of Compass and Clock, we are going to help you achieve your best future. Today, my guest is Mike Columbus. Mike has been in the automotive industry for over 35 years, and the last 3 years he's been with West Hills Honda in Bremerton. Mike is an expert on helping seniors drive longer, and he's passionate about driving safety, especially for our seniors. Welcome to The Road Ahead, Mike. Thanks for joining me today.
Hi, Mary. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So, Mike, today we're going to talk about educating our viewers on the new tech features available for driving safety. So why don't we start this off by you telling us why it's so important that seniors have the ability to drive longer and, of course, do so while being safer?
For the most part, Mary, from my own personal experience with my father, I remember when he came to the point where he shouldn't drive any longer. He was having TMIs and passing out while driving. And the conversation with him when we took his driver's license from him was just heart-wrenching. And you could tell for him that it meant the end of the road. And I thought since that point, I would do whatever I could to help seniors continue to drive as long as they could in a safe fashion.
I know what you're saying, Mike, and it's great when you can have a third party come in and help with that driving assessment. That's possible to be done. And the ability to drive longer gives people a sense of dignity, and it's part of their lifestyle. So if you're not driving as long, you could wind up then staying home more and feeling isolated.
Yes.
So what are some of the features currently available to allow all drivers to drive safer?
There's a multitude of products currently in existence, and more are continuing to come out. We have adaptive cruise control, we have collision mitigation, road departure mitigation, lane keep assist, blind spot monitors, SOS signals, and it goes on and on and on from there, Mary. If you'd like me to break them down, I could if you want just a little bit of a sentence or two about each.
Well, actually, Mike, you wrote an article for us in The Road Ahead in the Compass and Clock magazine, and that issue will be online for our readers to start reading April 17th, because obviously right now with our current healthcare crisis, we are unable to actually put the new issue in the readers' hands in May like we normally would, so it'll just be a little bit longer. So in the meantime, why don't you tell our drivers what they can do right now to drive safer?
So right now, if you didn't have some of those features, the most important thing is to make sure that you're comfortable and seated correctly in the vehicle, so that you're not adding stress to you while you're driving because of how you're positioned. So if you could take 5 or 10 minutes before the drive just to make sure everything is right, the seat is correct, and try to visualize yourself in that position for how long the drive will be. So if you plan to have a 20-minute drive to the store and back, perhaps you want to make sure that you're feeling as though you're comfortable enough without any added stress that you could accomplish the drive in that time period.
Good. And what about maybe if it's a longer drive, planning in some stops? Or
stops are very important, and rest, and even if it's a matter of opening the window down a little bit, that can help some drivers too, just to get fresh air in the vehicle.
Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about technologies too. So presently, what is out there? Can you highlight some of them that enable safer driving, especially for our seniors?
Sure. Blind spot monitor seems to be the biggest technology that's coming on vehicles now. It allows you to know that there's some vehicle in your blind spot and it's not safe to make the move. My wife was making a turn to the lane this morning, and it came on and alerted her that it's not a good time to move into the lane. So blind spot monitors are very important. Road departure is also important because if you dozed off and fell asleep, it will pull the vehicle back onto the road for you. So I think those are the two most important features right now that are becoming more and more the standard for vehicles that are being sold today.
Okay. And what are technologies that are on the horizon to enable safer driving down the road?
One of the biggest features currently is what's called bird's eye view.
Mhm.
Bird's eye view is a wraparound camera along the vehicle, um, primarily not for much driving safer, but parking safer.
Mhm.
Several of my older customers have asked me to explore some of the bird eye views on various models. They all are just a little bit different, but it provides a bird's eye view of the vehicle, and it's helpful, especially when parking, to know how close you're getting to another vehicle or to a curb.
So is the bird's eye view a 360
It's a
camera?
360. It's a 360 view. It's not actually done with a camera on top, but by using four strategically placed cameras around the vehicle and modifying through technology the view onto the onboard camera, it gives you the appearance as though it's from above, and it's actually not.
So does that, is there a screen on your dashboard, somewhere on your panel there that you see
It's
this?
on, yes, it's on the dash, much like the screen comes on when you put the car in reverse.
Okay.
There's a button, on-off button to bring the bird's eye view, because it can be distracting if you use it while you're driving.
Yeah, I would think so. What's another new technology on the horizon for us?
Some of the SOS systems are important. These are live concierge services. Some of the people in the Compass and Clock group mentioned that they were afraid of some senior drivers may get lost and not know how to get back home. These are SOS features where you can just push a button, speak to a live person. They can help you navigate back to a safe environment.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Do you have any other information you want to share with us today? Because these Road Ahead episodes that we're doing right now on the Zoom, so that we could bring great information to people still while we're in this healthcare crisis, are a little shorter than the ones in the studio. So what kind of parting words would you like to share with the audience to help them with their driving and safer seniors?
Sure. I think LED lights are a big modification currently that's taking place. Many drivers think they're not safe because they think they're brighter when they see them. Actually, because of the color of the light, it affects the eye differently. So it's not a brighter light,
Mhm.
but they're very important, especially from the driver's perspective, because he gets a much broader, well-lit view of the road, and it does help them drive safer. So I would encourage people just to continue to accept the new technology when it comes to headlights,
Mhm.
embrace it because it will help us drive safer in the future.
So the driver with the vehicle with the LED, it helps them for vision. But what about the oncoming cars? Because I know for myself, it feels like these new headlights are really powerful. You have any tips there, how to adjust your seat or anything? Or
Yeah, they appear to be more powerful, but the article that I wrote just for the upcoming Compass and Clock discusses the LED headlights and why it's really not more powerful, but it's just a different color of light, and it affects or hits the eye differently than the normal lights used to hit our eyes. So I would encourage reading that article as well.
okay. I know when I'm driving, when a powerful headlight comes my way, a tip somebody told me was then make sure that you're watching the the white line on the right side of the road instead of the interior lane light.
Correct. That's a practice when I began driving many years ago. I was told if the high beams are on, just look to the solid line to the right.
Good. Great tip there. So that's about all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for joining me, Mike. Folks out there, definitely read the article that's coming up in the next issue. Mike does an ongoing series for driver safety. And as you can see, he's very passionate about making sure folks know what the technology is out there and just to stay safe on the roads. So Mike and everybody, have a great day. Stay home, stay safe, and stay healthy. And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Mary. Bye.
Bye, Mike.